Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan Fruth, and it's my pleasure to welcome everyone to the open house and ribbon cutting for Fairfield Medical Center's new River Valley campus. We're so glad that you were all able to brave a week of stormy weather and be with us today to help us celebrate. And I extend a special welcome to our speakers today, Chaplain Greg Schmalfelt, Commissioners David Levacy and Jeff Fix. I understand Mr. Levacy isn't here today, so I told Mr. Fix he has to give 2 speeches. Our own FMC President and CEO, Jack Genoso Jr., and the CEO of the Robert K. Fox Family Y, Howard Long. Thank you all for your part in making this launch possible, and for the many individuals in your organizations that pushed tirelessly to bring this campus to life. We come together on days such as this to celebrate a new beginning. These are hopeful days. We cut ribbons and we dedicate this work of stone and steel and glass. But let's remember what this place really is. Let's remember where it came from, and that will keep us focused on where this facility must go in the decades to come. The cornerstone will say 2019, but this building sits on a foundation of community commitment to the care of its fellow citizens that celebrated its 100th anniversary 3 short years ago. Fairfield County has a long tradition of supporting its hospital, and the hospital supports its community. Our futures are intertwined. With that, I simply say that I look forward to a very long future of community care provided within these walls, and I look forward to a long, healthy future together. Again, thank you everyone for your attendance today, and please join me in welcoming FMC's chaplain, Greg Schmalfelt, for this evening's invocation.
I invite you all to bow for a moment as I lead us in prayer. Dear God, we give you great thanks for this historic occasion to celebrate the ribbon cutting and the opening of this River Valley campus. You have already blessed many minds and hands with skill and diligence to construct this beautiful facility. We humbly ask your blessing today and every day in this new healing venue, to expand the heartfelt goal of Fairfield Medical Center to bring continued comfort, healing, and hope to our community. Now, more than ever, we need your inspiration and wisdom to unite in the cause of caring one for another. Like the Hocking River nearby that continually flows to enrich the land around it, may we, by your divine goodness, be perpetually filled to pour into each soul that enters this place. I ask this with thanksgiving unto our God. Amen. Well, with great pleasure, we introduce Jim Fix, one of our Fairfield County Commissioners.
What a great crowd we've got tonight. Thank you all for coming out. Commissioner Levacy did call me a few minutes ago and expressed his disappointment that he wasn't going to be able to join us tonight. So you all just got 10 minutes of your lives back. I hope that works. But Dave very much wanted to be here and is proud of the work that's being done here. And that's really one of the things I wanted to mention was the pride that we have in Fairfield County and the Fairfield Medical Center. You know, we often, as county commissioners, stack ourselves up against the other 87 counties in the state of Ohio. And when we look at this particular type of business, we recognize that there are other counties in the state that have their own homegrown hospital. Not all of them, but there are a number of them. Of those, there are some who strive to exceed expectations when it comes to customer service, as all the folks do here at Fairfield Medical Center. And of those that do have their own hospital, that strive for that excellence in customer service, a small handful of those are thriving and growing, as you all are here. And of those that are county home, that have that excellence in customer service, that are thriving and growing, there's only one in the entire state of Ohio that has Jack Genoso. I've just started to get to know Jack in my 6 months now as county commissioner, and I have to tell you I'm very impressed. I know that he's going to get up here and tell you that it's really all about his team, and the work that all those folks did to make this happen today, I'll tell you that that may be true, and that it takes a true leader to create that kind of a team and to create a culture and an environment that allows for that team to make something like this happen. So as a Fairfield County Commissioner, we are tremendously proud to have one of the leading medical facilities in the state. We're very proud of the opening today and what you're doing for our community, and we look forward to great success for years to come. With that, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Jack Genoso.
So we're finally here. It's a very proud moment for Fairfield Medical Center, as we've been planning this facility now for going on 4 years. But I have to be honest with you and tell you that this planning started with the vision of our board of directors. And for those of you who don't know, these are people in our community who are unpaid volunteers to spend their time thinking about the future of our care and our care needs of this community. What we present to you tonight is more than just a facility. It's more than just a fitness component or a medical imaging component or a new emergency room. It's a reflection of the need of the community to expand and to grow. We recognize that in this facility we have the opportunity to add more services that are needed, but we also have the ability to add new services that will keep our community healthier and more sustained for the long term. This is your community center, along with this facility, our community space that you can use. But the reason behind all of this is that we want to remain relevant in our community. We want you to drive to us, not past us. We want you to know that the best care you'll ever receive comes from Fairfield Medical Center. What I can tell you is that there are so many hands that have had a role to play in the building that you're standing in today. From the design and the planning to the concept behind why we needed it to happen, the research that was done, the work that was done, even up until the last minute of tonight, making it presentable so you could see the vision of what we wanted for this community. But what I can promise you is that the hands that are at play here are thousands. The men and women who worked on this building have done such a remarkable job of trying to make it what it is today. Now, I will tell you, tonight is a preview. It's not an open house because we're not quite finished. There's still a little bit more to do. But what we want you to see is the deliberateness of what we've put forth in front of you. We want you to see that we live our values in the organization every day. We practice them in our service standards. We want to make sure that you feel a personal connection when you come here. But I can't begin to tell you how proud I am and how proud I am of our team. This was an effort of a magnitude of proportion that we've never undertaken before. In 103 years, next to the original building of the hospital, this is probably one of the single largest initiatives we've ever taken on. So with that, I'd like to thank a few people, and I know that when we do this, I always forget valuable people who have given a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to this facility. But first and foremost, I do want to thank Bolt Construction. Bolt Construction and Bolt Development have been a great partner for us to work with. They've done everything that we've asked them to do, and working with a developer who listens to you and makes things happen is a true blessing. I want to thank the design group. And there's a small story there. The design group was not our original architect. I went to them about a year into our project and said, help, this is not what we want. And they didn't blink. So the vision that you see here was their reflection of listening well to what we needed for our community, taking advantage of our beautiful landscape, the location that we're at, being able to really be able to come here and feel free about being part of a facility, and coming here with joy in your heart instead of worrying about what's happening to me. They've done a great job of helping bring that to life. In the construction process, Fairfield Electric has done an amazing job for us. Loft, Fairfield Drywall, Bolt Development, as I mentioned. I also want to mention Claypool Electric. Claypool Electric did an amazing job in helping us be here today. The lights are on, the air conditioning I think is on. It doesn't feel like it. But I will tell you, this has been a true community effort to bring something to this community that I think that we've never seen before. Hopefully you will get a chance to walk through it today, get a feel for it, become comfortable with it, because this is for you. This is your home. We want you to use it. We want you to feel welcome here. And we want you to be a part of keeping this community healthy and vibrant, but also local. It means a lot for you to be part of Fairfield Medical Center as well. With that, I'd also like to recognize the Robert K. Fox YMCA for being a partner with us in this venture. Bringing people here every day to perpetuate their health is a very fundamental part of our future. And without them, that would not have been possible. So I'm sure I missed a lot of people, but last but not least, and with all the love in my heart, I have to thank each and every one of our FMC family, the people that have worked so diligently to make this happen. They've been working their tails off to try to not only provide great care at the hospital and our campuses and all of our locations around the community, but make this begin to happen. So it's going to be a great summer for us. Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for all your support and continued support on behalf of Fairfield Medical Center. Thank you. With that, now I'd like to introduce Howard Long from the Fox YMCA to come up and say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. How are you today? We're the Y, so we're a little bit lighter, and that's who we are. But I can't tell you, in the past year of our involvement, and to what you guys are about to see today, is utterly and completely amazing. In my 29 years at the YMCA, what you're going to see through that room from the YMCA's standpoint would be a dream for me. So I'm calling that the Taj Mahal in there. And obviously this wouldn't have been possible without FMC. Working very closely with Jack and Sky over the last year, and coming to them and having lots of conversations of how we're going to make this work for the YMCA. And those two gentlemen made it possible for the Y to be a partner. What's neat about it is that our missions, our values, we align. We're a perfect partner to be here with this, with the FMC Riverview facilities. I have some thank yous. I want to thank the YMCA's Board of Directors, their vision, their support of my staff and myself. We had lots and lots of meetings and lots of conversations over this past year to make today possible. I want to thank my YMCA staff. I have an incredible staff 2 miles down the road that are also going to be up here. And we have grown as a team in the last 17 months as me being the new director of the YMCA. And I'm so impressed and so happy with what we have today, and we're just going to expand it. I want to thank the FMC staff. Now, if the FMC staff in this room, raise your hand if you helped lift equipment in the last couple of days. I see you back there. Thank you, guys. This group of people don't have to work out for at least a month at this point. If you actually look at about how much weight was lifted, oh my God. Well, you're going to see. Everything in that room was just piled together Monday, and everything got dispersed. But you guys are incredible. We're so excited to work with all of you, and we're a family. And then for the hospital, YMCAs and hospitals across the country are coming together because of the alignment and because of wanting to make a healthier community. And the partnership is what's so important. You know, you're going to have physical therapy downstairs, and when you're done with physical therapy, you only have to go 5 feet across that imaginary border that we have, and you're into the Y, and you can continue your workout. So this is just a natural collaboration between the two, and we're so happy. I'm the one that's stopping you from seeing this building at this point in time, so I am going to stop, and I don't want you to be mad at me. But I do have, I'm going to ask Margie McDonald to please come up. Thank you all very much, and you got to check this building out. It is beautiful.
I'm Margie Donnell from the Lancaster-Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce. There's nothing I can say that hasn't already been said here. If I were one of these gentlemen, I'd be crying thinking about how much work has been done here. It's just overwhelming to me. But having said all that, I just want to thank the Lancaster-Fairfield Medical Center for continuing to expand into the business community and provide these services for Lancaster, Fairfield County, and the surrounding community. So we are ready to cut the ribbon, and to do that, we need several people. Mr. Genoso, President and CEO. Dan Fruth, the chair of the board of the Fairfield Medical Center. Angela Snyder, manager of the emergency department. Chad Cupp, I need all of you up here to hold the scissors and the ribbon. Chad Cup, Manager of Plant Engineering at the Medical Center. Pam Starlin, Director of Facility Operations at Fairfield Medical Center. You can start spreading that out. Adam Van Dyke, Business Director for River Valley Campus. Kim Kleinfeld, Real Estate Group President, Ownership Transaction Lead Executive for the Bolt Company. Howard Long, CEO of the Robert K. Fox Family Y, and Laura Moore, Chief Business and Strategy Officer at Fairfield Medical Center. And now the scissors.
Pam and Chad are going to do. The scissors are big enough for each one of you.